Welcome to uh, Witness Expert Randomizer Speedrunning. So let's talk about Witness itself. It's the open world puzzle game where you can go anywhere basically, and
The only gate is your knowledge of what things mean, really. Uh, Also, that's God, the commentator. I've known him. I'll be doing the run. Uh, God will try to explain how things in the game work as they come up. I think expert is hard,
so
and I will have never seen pretty much any of the puzzles until I get to them. So live solving experience.
yeah, the Sigma Randomizer is a mod for Witness where you got the same theme of puzzles in areas, but the puzzles are different. And expert is just like harder version of that. So the seed will be completely random, so no one will ever know about
I have
this.
already randomized the seed.
Uh, so yeah, I will explain the symbol the symbol meanings as they go. Maybe I will skip some of them because like expert contains all of them at once sometimes.
Yeah, if you direct your attention to the top left of the screen here, I have a little cheat sheet of what each symbol means, like a visual representation. I think I left out like one or two that barely show up, but they can be explained when they come up. Notably, expert adds a new symbol that only appears on expert, but this is only relevant for like 4 puzzles at the very end of the game and can be explained when it comes up. So with that preamble out of the way, I think we're ready to get started, even though nobody's ever really ready for expert. Let me just double check that I have my settings right. Reticle, mouse speed. Yep. All right. You want to count it down?
You do. Yes.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Alright, the first area is actual tutorial. It contains only one type of symbol, is a dot. So the line that the line should covers all of the dots. That's basically the rule. You also have some breaks, like the line can't go there. Yeah, and expert does this mechanic like on hard level. But it's only starting. So once you exit the tutorial, you basically can go anywhere, but of
The
course,
tutorial exit door is also changed compared to normal. There's a trick with the tutorial section where there's a parity trick on one of the back panels, so you can only exit on one of the spots, and that's the one that doesn't open the gate. So can definitely throw people the first time.
right, in the optimal route, the actual next area will goes uh, in once, so you'll have to hit satisfy all the symbols with 2 lines. The symbols can be two-colored, like the only symbol that can have that is the dot. It can be blue and yellow. The blue dot has to be hit with line that you draw, and the yellow should be like the another line. We'll see that later. Now it's just panel with only dots and breaks.
Wait, how's that gonna work? Not like this.
And the actual symmetry type is not always the same as it appears in vanilla game. It can be different. Like the expert adds some weird symmetry that doesn't seem look right at first. It will be very soon.
Yeah, these are honestly, these can be some of the hardest ones yet. Also, that last panel has dots hidden under the rivets.
So yeah, the line can have multiple ends, like, the actual path. But you have to hit only one end. You can end with whatever you want. But for expert, it's usually only one.
Oh, that goes far.
You also can have multiple start points that will make it difficult. And sometimes expert does something that tricks you, like the last panel of previous set.
Yeah, it is always like that. And then here is really screwy symmetry.
So this type of symmetry doesn't appear on the vanilla game. Like any types of 90 degree symmetry also will not appear, but alright, the next basic mechanic is triangles. What triangles do is they, the line that comes around them should have the same count, the line count as the triangle count. So for example, triple triangle should be hit with 3 lines around that.
And now symmetry triangles, because triangles weren't hard enough.
So yeah, now you have 2 lines and you can't hit triangles with separated line as well as only with 1 line. So usually the grid actually like separated by separated in half, like there, but you'll still have to deal with the middle line, like the one in the center.
This
Like
one is quite devious. Ah, okay, and he's coming through bottom. Whoops.
Oh, yeah, if symbol is flashing, it is incorrect. That's worse to note.
Twos. Okay, I can just do this, and then the rest is the same. No? Oh. Whoops.
Alright, and there comes expert part. There's a 90-degree symmetry where the second line can intersect
Oh, it needs to be there.
with the first line, but first line can't intersect with second.
Yeah, it's very much a bit of a mind screw. Also, in this part, the symmetry line's invisible, so that's fun.
So yeah, basically the second line starts at the a symmetrical start point, and it's yellow. So yellow dots must be hit with the hidden line.
Oh, I can't actually do that. Of course, none of that start works. This one is not being hit. Do I need to switch sides? Yeah, the point at which you start is totally up to you. Trying to visualize.
So, okay, here's the next symbol is the stones. The stones separate color should be separated. I'll talk about stars a bit later. So okay, I have time. So stars mean the for each star the area that surround the star should contain only one symbol that color. And we'll talk about this later. So
Yeah, okay, that's true. Definitely true.
so now you have an eraser. You can actually erase one symbol in the area of this eraser, and it must be only one. Like, it can't be 0. If it's 0, then eraser is wrong. And now the set where the actual symmetry type is unknown before you know the seed. So you'll have to figure it out. By trying to bumping into edges or input the random solution and see what symbols are flashing.
Up here. Yeah, I have a couple of tricks to try and determine which kind it is, which are very helpful. Oh, that's wrong. It's a... Oh, wait. Yeah, it's just a straight up flip.
Yeah, there's nothing to say about that. There's some invisible lines. And many triangles.
And then this last one is the gimmick. There's no symmetry at all.
Alright, remember the last panel of the first set? Now it's 90 degrees symmetry, but the second lane is hidden. And yes, it still can intersect with the first line.
These ones are making this really hard, though. Okay. Oh. Nice.
So the next set have two panels in into sides, so you have to combine yellow dots and blue dots to get like one image of that and solve that panel in both sides to progress. You
And
can
if you
see
get
it
one
here.
wrong, it turns off.
So
Actually, wait.
so there you can see the symmetry type by how the start point and end point are rotating.
That's why it sometimes turns off if you do it wrong. But it's simple as just redoing the previous. Okay, so this is 90-degree rotation and then flip. So it being 90-degree rotation, this is forced. I can do all that. I just do an entire zigzag there. Yes. I see what I did wrong. No? Alright. I would normally just keep doing it this way, but instead I'm going to break out the strategy V2, which is...
So that's the strategy that most people are using, like the using paint or on randomizer is totally allowed. So you basically solve the panels in paint, and what Trainer does is he screenshot both of panels and put them in the same in two different layers with 50% capacity, so he can see all the dots, like how they overlap.
That's what I did wrong at the end. So I had the right approach. I just was reflecting this part wrong and missing part. And then this last panel, same thing applies, except for the minor detail that figuring out the symmetry is part of the puzzle. And that is way too hard. I think I got lucky here, though.
So yeah, for those, you have four different uh, uh, ways how you can rotate that, and some of that rotation won't have any solution, so you have to figure out which is which.
Three of them won't have any solution.
Yeah.
One of the four does, and the four are 90 degree rotation one way, the other way, and then the same thing but with a flip.
So the next area is actually chill area because like it have the same difficulty as normal difficulty. So basically, what it does, it swaps all the panels that were there, like so you won't know the actual solution for them, but the actual patterns are the same. So that's leading for the Bloodroom panel to be guessed. I'll talk about this later. So, as running doing panels, he remembers what panels he see and trying to remember what he not see, and that will be helpful for a guess because I have to explain. You have to look at that panel in reflection. So reflection will tell the information. And for next panel, you don't have any reflection that will help to figure out the panel. So you will have to remember what what patterns you don't see and input them all, it's up to 6.
Yeah,
And
it is a lot of people will use a reference cheat sheet for this. I didn't. Also, sorry, revert, no double latch, just single latch.
all right, for the last panel there, it's the same for previous, but you can see a little bit of information, so you can do it without guess. Sometimes it's 2 guesses, but it's it's not much. So the next story is about erasers. It have also same like all of the almost every symbols, but also almost every panel will have an eraser.
Always funny when the entrance is one of the hardest ones.
So let's talk about shapes. The shapes.
Let's not talk about shapes yet.
I mean, the
the
shapes
short
will
version is I'm
appear in
really
both
good at
houses.
shapes.
Yeah. So yeah, the next sub area will be stars with eraser. So yes, stars in the area should contain only one symbol of that color.
Aw.
Yeah, what's happening here is actual the skip for some for the bottom set. It's not much, but it saves time.
Not sure what's going wrong here. I'm really not sure what's going wrong here. There we go.
So yeah, now it starts with 3x3 panels with only 2 colors. Then continues to 4x4. So yeah, basically you have to erase only one symbol and everything else should be correct.
Yeah, one symbol needs to be wrong on every puzzle. It is not easy to make exactly one symbol be wrong. Especially in this area. If I can do it like that. Everything's right.
So yeah, sometimes you will encounter that situation that everything is right and it is not a solution because now eraser is the wrong symbol. Now the stone stars and triangles with an eraser.
This one can be ridiculous. Like, it really can be. I think this is one of those cases. Not quite. Wait, why is that not quite? The 2. That's not going to work because of the green stars. This is almost workable. this has the green star in the top left not done. Alternative, then still fail. Yeah, this is definitely a harder one.
So yeah, the problem with this panel is it contains triangles and stars.
Oh, that would be removed, right. Okay.
So yeah, triangle is the actual line constraint things, while all stars is the area constraint things, and they are quite hard to match. So yeah, the next sub area will be with erasers and shapes. So yeah, what shapes does they you can combine them as you like in the same area. And shapes can have also the negative shape type. The negative shape type, it means that you actually erase that shape. You can see that better in cheat sheet in top left. So yeah, basically you have to erase one symbol and combine everything else.
Wait.
So for previous panel, the eraser symbol was an engaging one.
Do you want to try and explain that one?
So what's happened here? Like if the negation symbol have the same area of the of just shapes, this will be satisfied anyway, no matter what the kind of shape it is. And now we have two erasers. And they cannot be in the same area because of the breaks.
Parody. If you couldn't tell, this is secretly one of the easiest areas of the game. Oh, whoops. Right, I even knew that was wrong. I did it anyway. This one's funny.
So yeah, for each set, the actual difficulty of puzzle increasing along the way. And for some areas that makes it from very easy to actually the panels that could take like hour for some players.
Alright, so, boathouse.
We hope that it won't happen there.
Unfortunately, we are heading into the hardest area already.
So remember back then, I told about triangles and stars. The next area is actually Interlast that.
Yeah, there is an entire series of 10 puzzles of escalating just triangles and stars of different colors. Plus the entrance is triangles and stars of one color. It is very hard.
So yeah, the problem with stars appears when you're trying to keep something in the same area, but triangles prevent you from doing that, and that makes it really, really difficult. Also, almost every panel there is the 5x5 panel, which is larger than a half of expert, I guess. So it all starts with few triangles, few stars, 3x3, and getting harder and harder. So this is the hardest area of expert.
Not even close either. I mean, I guess mountain is arguably harder, but let's be honest, it's here.
So yeah, triangles also, if they have the same color, they also triggers the stars. So that's why it's extremely difficult to actually get on stars with only one triangle.
That's a weird solution. Yeah, sometimes you just see the right kind of approach instantly. Other times it's a struggle. I'm hoping there's not a lot of struggles here.
But yeah, for those, star only can be with one triangle or one star.
I do want to become famous, Mr. Spambot. How do I do it? Alright, that was the easy part. That was the easy part. This is the hard part.
So remember on the yellow bridge we have one color? Forget about that. We have two.
And it escalates! Because of course it escalates. Why wouldn't it escalate?
Yeah, it's the first panel of now it's the second panel of this set, and it's already hard.
It's already very hard. Whoa. Yeah, if it wasn't already a half hour into the run, this is where I would say welcome to expert. But welcome to expert, I guess. That's not it. A 3 gets in the way. 3 gets in the way no matter what I do. Oh, okay. These are not used, therefore 1, 1, 2, which means these are together, which means this is a line. How can I use that? I think I need to go this way. Yes. Sometimes you take a more intuitive approach, sometimes you need to take a step back and go for a more logical approach. And
Now,
determining when to switch is a big part of doing this efficiently.
yeah, for most people, expert is about actually survival. The actual run takes something from 3 hours to 5 hours.
It's a full day affair kind of deal. And then there's me. I'm crazy. I feel like, okay, that feels like a decent start, but it's not. This doesn't feel like a good start, but maybe it is? No. I definitely run into issues. So you need to somehow grab one. Yeah, this one is kind of weird.
Yeah, we are halfway in the right bridge.
Yeah, this is in any given attempt of this is the section I'm most worried about. Like, it's none of the other crazy stuff. It's just this. And let's be honest, Expert has a lot of other crazy stuff later. This is what I'm scared of. Because I keep getting stuck on the same couple things on this one. Okay, if I go right and then up, then I would need to do, okay, that doesn't work. So I need to go right, and then if I go up, I can come back left. That solves all my problems.
Now,
Yeah,
5 by
sometimes these
5.
are very quick. Sometimes they're not. You think I know what they're going to be before I try them?
Right, and the final panels is totally madness. 4 colors, 5 by 5 grid.
And a lot of constraints.
You will have to be patient for that area. It will be going better soon.
This is almost it, actually. Can I adjust that too slightly? If I do it like this. And then I'm going to do this one. AdGod's probably going to call me stupid, but I'm doing this one.
So now it's 5 colors. And basically that was the hard part of this area. The next part is actually easy. Is a lot easier than that. So the next set is the set about parity issues. Remember panels, full dot panels, it's there. But now sometimes you will encounter that you can't really end.
Right. It's... Can I adjust that? Yes, I can.
And last panel from those set can be just skipped because of the game.
Yeah, you're intended to be able to just walk over that. Which is nice, because now that's the hard part of Treehouse done. Well, at least in my opinion, it's the hard part done. Other people might disagree, seeing as up next is, there's a shape section coming up. Whoops. Easy fix? No, not an easy fix. Actually a high effort fix.
Now, for this set, we also have stones here. But the actual panel size is 4x4. And
The 4x4 is not making this one easier, that's for sure. Okay, has to start by going left. That goes down. I guess this is an option? Yes, but then the greens are dead. The other option would be... Actually, yeah, wait, what? What? Oh my... No? This is wrong for a lot of reasons. Wow. Yeah, just remember, this is part of the easy part.
Yeah, the easy part doesn't make those panels easy. They are easier than previous ones, but it's still expert.
Yeah, expert doesn't know how to let up. It really doesn't. Well, that's trivially fixed.
Okay, then the next is left bridge. It contains stars, stones, and shapes. So the progression here is the actual panel size, how many shapes can be rotated, the shape size, and the shape color.
Yeah, one important facet of shapes that I don't think has been mentioned is that you can only rotate them if they're tilted. If they are not tilted, you cannot rotate them, and they must be in that orientation.
And if they can, they still can't be flipped.
Yep, you can never reflect. Pretty much always put the shapes together here. It's just a matter of figuring out the right way to. Tricky one. Mostly what I'm looking at right now is trying to not cause problems with moving the shape up there. So if I can put it up here, where do I put the T to hit the other shape and combine it? Nowhere at all. Okay, so that means the S tetramino has only two options. One of them is here, which is definitely not working, and the other is here, which by somehow... Oh wait, no, this is working. Okay. Trickier one than usual.
So remember we get the nice pentamino and tetramino. Like forget about that. We now have those shapes.
Yeah, we now have what's known as big shapes. That's the technical term. It's a very technical term. One more, and then we can leave. If this treehouse felt kind of like awkward or slow or something, then this is still pretty good for treehouse. Let's be honest. Like this area is brutal.
Yeah, for most people, treehouse takes around 30 minutes in the best, and like 1 hour in worst scenario. So this goes pretty fast now.
How did I send this to the left earlier? Is it like this? Yeah.
Yeah, we have now we now have some expert shenanigans when we can't really progress in the panel solving, so we have to use something like that.
Alright, survive treehouse.
So the next area actually very interesting. So for every other panel, we could like input in that panel. So now we don't. So
Now we
instead,
walk the paths.
we have to walk on them, and
And oh, okay, so it's remove 2 and then cut in and then 5.
so what makes it difficult, you have to remember what you did and also constrain actual solution without the line. So the second panel, we skip it now, but we will come to it later when we unlock the next one. The next two. Because it requires some shenanigans.
All of Expert Keep requires some shenanigans. That one requires a reset. This one... Wait, what is this? This one is very rarely a challenge, but we got a hard one today.
So yeah, for vanilla game and the normal difficulty, you have to start with the actual start point, and that's not the case for expert, because you now have to start with end point. Okay, I'll talk about this symbol later.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I solved it to pop up a wall elsewhere because randomizer. Yeah, just don't worry about it. I don't remember if I need to go up or not. I'm gonna check. I do need to go up.
So that's the reason why we need to solve fourth before we solve 2. Because it requires to getting all the way around without breaking the keep 2.
This loop is mandatory. Technically, you can get away with only solving the third one, and then looping through another area and a shortcut door, but that is slower.
And the last puzzle of this actually have the same solution as the bottom ones, but it's it works only with the generated solution, and the solution you input might be different.
What did
So
I do there?
sometimes you'll have to figure that out without looking at what you did before.
The fact that like expert keep has so many little things that are forced to happen that knowing what those things are actually makes it much, much easier than the symbol sets would be elsewhere. Yeah. I'm not going to draw Shadow's Laser because on Expert, the town roof discard is not random to be an arrow tutorial, and it's just faster to draw that one than to draw the Shadow's Laser panel.
So yeah, for randomizer, there's some redirecting panels that activate stuff that is not randomized. So sometimes it's just faster to use that shortcut instead of inputting the vanilla stuff.
Yeah, the way it's written on the GitHub page is pretty much solving certain optional puzzles will turn on lasers for areas with unrandomized puzzles. And here's the area most people are afraid of, by the way.
So yeah, basically this area have the all symbol type we had before. It is true even for the vanilla game.
No, I saw it a moment too late that was wrong. Great, more twos.
We are getting close to the actual set that most people are afraid of. Some routes even include the town first for this category, just because of
one puzzle.
One particular puzzle, yeah.
Also, by parity, the symbol that has to be removed there is a dot. If you try to remove one of the triangles instead, you'll always have an extra dot. Also, draw the right way for Desert Redirect, please. Thank you. Yeah, up here is arguably the most terrifying set in the entire game.
So yeah, now it's the symmetry with shapes. So you will have to satisfy several sides.
Got a hard one already. This isn't even the hard panel, which is the scary part. Like, this isn't even the hard part yet. Maybe I need to put this one down? No, that's never gonna work. This and this need to offset in some way. Probably built on that. No, wait, what? This is a sample of what's to come, potentially. If I try and make that one the base, nothing can really go to the side except for the 2. I have an extra spot I need to fix, and I can't do that. I'm pretty confident this is going to be right. The fact is if I do this. Is there shenanigans with this? No, because there's two shapes in the middle, so there's no way I can try to separate one off on its own. So if I do that, left, right, I'm left with 6. And that 6 is definitely not working. Okay, how do I hit the top? I'm not sure what I can even try to hit the top with, which is, like, this is such an awkward spot to get. Because this is 4. Wow. I haven't seen this panel be this hard, like, ever. Like, I've seen later stuff be hard, but not this one. Not this one.
So main thing about expert is like every single panel can actually get the run really wrong.
Yeah, it is unforgiving. Yeah, I can't even make anything symmetric with these at all, let alone covering the shapes. Huh. 5554. 221. Yeah, okay. So it is by parity it can be all together. Like there's no trickery with not being all together. This is such a stupid shape for this one though. And if I try to put it at the bottom, the only thing that can touch the bottom corner is the 2, and then I'm just dead. So I have an extra spot I need to touch that I can't do. Therefore, this feels like it would have to be the case. Perhaps raised up. But then what's going to go in the middle? Like, if I put those two together, what's going to go in the middle? And the answer is I don't actually have any shape that can go in the middle. So I can rule that out. But then what can I not rule out? Wow. 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 This is insane. I'm just trying to find any way to make this Y pentomino symmetric on its own. I think.
Welcome to expert.
Oh, I see it. I see it. It's the Y and the T. They go together. Yeah.
And now the actual 3 panels,
These ones
they
usually
are...
aren't too bad. I
Yeah,
mean, I
they
say
are...
usually aren't too bad, but this one already is. This is the marathon luck. Do I have anything I can do there? No, but I do if I do it this way.
Oh yeah, the easy part about those type is it always separates into halves, so you have to put 3 shapes together in one half and 2 shapes together in another half. There's no way to all be combined.
Huh. Got another hard one, which is really shouldn't even be surprising at this point. And the next one is the one people are afraid of. 5, 4, 2. We gotta combine. People have a good reason to be scared of this one.
So the problem is that this is the rotational symmetry. It gives not that much restriction as the first one, and sometimes it can be all shapes combined, and the freedom
Like
of
there.
that is basically really huge. But so some people they just come there and if all shapes combine, then just leave and restart.
Yeah.
It's not our case.
I
So
mean,
this
obviously, I
panel,
can't restart.
yeah. So this panel is actually if you remove blue part of those stars, you'll get the actual image of this puzzle. So like you have to see that through yellow filter, and what it does, it puts two colors. The sum of two colors are the same, so they quite get in pairs. So the runner just already know uh, what pairs are and work with that.
The
Uh,
3 are the same.
so in the normal difficulty, you'll have all three colors there that can be accessible, and for expert you only have two. So you'll have to figure out the
Just have to
rest.
be different. Okay, that was wrong because there was nothing wrong.
So yeah, by the sound of a razor, you can hear if a razor was correct or not. So yeah, here we have
Ooh,
two blue dots, and the rest green ones actually the yellow.
this one triangle is kind of a jerk. No, that one triangle's wrong and I didn't notice until too late. Ah, that's why it's wrong. I need to come in here and then I do very bad things. Wait, how do I deal with the 2 triangle at all?
Normally
Maybe
you
I
will.
start.
So for normal difficulty, those panels are not required. The star door actually is the last.
Well, technically the one behind the star door, which I'll take a moment to kind of show the true colors through the yellow glass there. Okay. That's everything in town. We survived.
So
Very hard one.
the next area like quite easy compared to everything else. So it's called jungle. You will hear the birds, and the pitch of their sound is actually the patterns on the grid. And what expert does, it makes this grid is actually with two start point with symmetry, and you'll have to hit that on two sides at once. So, for example, for first one it goes. Uh, s- uh, okay.
Am I misremembering this one? I think I'm misremembering this one. I am misremembering this one. mixing it up with the next pattern. Oh, wait, that's there? Okay. Fine. Alright. Bit slow, but good enough.
Right. Remember we encountered the shapes? The next area will be like just about shapes. The whole area is shapes.
It's swamp, and swamp is the area most people are afraid of.
So for most people's, this area actually the hardest area. Like it takes most of time in run. For our case, it's the second hardest, arguably.
Clicked out early. Ooh.
So now it's stones and shapes. So you can't combine two stones in the same area of shapes.
Doesn't work either. Some very interesting constraints on this one with where the pentomino can go. In a way that's making it very tricky to sort through. I think this is the most likely thing, but that's wrong. So it needs to be more like this, and then I'm just kind of out of luck. Gonna be sideways? Nope. That's close. Oh. Sneaky separated solution. Yeah, those ones where you have two shapes that are like tucked next to each other are often the hardest to get through. Like sometimes you just don't catch it, and sometimes I'll catch it almost immediately. And it really is a bit of a crapshoot, which it is.
So in quarry we encountered the one panel with shapes and triangles. So there's some of them, some more of them. Yeah, the issue with them is the triangle are local constraint while shapes are global constraints. So
This. It's a matter of sorting through the possibilities until you find the right one. The three triangles annoying, actually. Can I put the other one anywhere? Maybe. Nowhere useful. Okay, so that's inside a shape. And if I do this, I'm doing that straight up. You know, okay, that is correct. Good, except for the fact that it's not. So I can probably get away with something like, yeah. Oh wait, the underside, it's gotta be on white, yeah? This is probably the single meanest combination of shapes you can pull. Like, there's so many things you could do with it. It's really hard to sort through. This one, it's either here, at which point it's like here. And then it would be like there, and then I would need to somehow have the bottom done, which isn't going to work, so it's here. Which, oh! Like I said, sometimes it's weirdly separated. It just takes a bit to catch. I'm pretty sure I see the shape for this one. Yep.
So remember we have like every panel we have before have the corner start.
Or occasionally an edge start, like a treehouse. Yeah, no, not anymore.
Well, expert plays no.
All bets are off.
And everything with centers, like everything that works with the corner start doesn't work with the center start. Like almost everything. So for shapes, you can have the line inside of the actual combined pieces, and it doesn't
You
quite.
thought shapes needed to be together?
Yeah, they're not, and they can be rotated.
One there, two there. No? This way? Am I miscounting? I am miscounting.
So if you have questioned how he puts discontinuous shapes so well, nobody knows except him.
I just do it. Though this one's really weird. Doesn't feel like there's enough space to make it all work. No, that's not quite it. Ah, that's a really funny solution. So now, shapes and full dots, because of course. Huh. Sneaking suspicion. No. My suspicion was incorrect. I'm just cycling through a bunch of possible placements until I find one that works. Like this.
Yeah, the next panel is randomized, but it's always the same in expert.
It's changed.
It changed, but yeah, it's always.
It's a bit of a mess. Then you come over
So
here and
remember
more of the same.
remember we have a nice and pleasant 4x4 panels. It's not anymore.
It's still nice and pleasant. Bottom corner's throwing me off here. Bottom corner is really throwing me off. Struggling to see how I can put anything meaningful there. And then of course I just see it. Okay. That's wrong. Mildly annoying. Let's go the other way. And then, do you like more discontinuous shapes? Because we haven't had enough of those yet? No? Too bad. And with that being forced, it's a conundrum here. Just how do I even put these together in a useful way? This piece cannot go here. Cannot go here. Go on the underside? No, it must go on the top then. Then what's gonna go here, huh? 2, 3, yep. Because I don't have a center start, so I can't have any like 2x2s or whatever. Huh. Huh. Fascinating. The fact that there's this little discontinuous piece is really, really weird. Okay. A sneaking suspicion it's going to look something like that. But then... Yeah, because this piece cannot go here, cannot go here, cannot go here. Does it have to go over or something? No. It's not like it's two separate ones. Yeah, it can't be. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen this one be quite this challenging before. Like, this isn't the hardest seed I've ever seen. But it's close. Can't even, like, verify this is what I think it is. With its distance apart. Huh. Yeah, here's where I'm basically at right now. Obviously not working. I feel like this piece has to go here. Then if it goes here, then there's literally only one place, and it's that, and then I'm enclosing something in the middle. The other thing is I can see something like this, and this would have all of the shapes together, but not in a way that's useful. Wow. Now you might be thinking, well, could I potentially have them as two separate blocks? And the answer is no, because that's not how the game works. Yeah, just wow. The fact that nothing can go into these spots is it's really throwing me. Oh, this piece goes here. That is nasty. Also, rather than wait on the bridge, I just walk over, make it spin, it'll come back for me later. And it will already be there when I need it.
So yeah, now we have some negative polys. Oh yeah, the total area of negation shapes is equal to actual area of shape. So the large area is wallets.
Ah,
That's how game works.
this is almost it.
For negative shapes, you can also overlap shapes and uh, place a negation shape at top of that. So yeah, it can be uh, negation can be happen in two separate shapes. And the easiest case where you just took the negative poly from one shape and combine everything else.
Wait, what did I not see there? Ah, it's right, except I did it wrong. And now for, if you thought the opening sets of the swamp tutorial over there were bad, Teal Underwater would like to have a word with you. This is the hardest section of swamp for sure, and it's not even particularly close.
Oh yeah, everything we've seen in the first set, but now it includes the large grid and negative polys.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. And I know this is wrong, but I'm putting it in anyway because I feel like it's close to something that's right. Put them all together. Then the 3, like this 3 is always going to be a problem, isn't it? Yeah, the 3 is always a problem for me. Unless it's just this, which it is. I don't have to deal with that shape if I don't want to. I do want to, because it's better to deal with it. What? And then sometimes you just get really, really, really weird things like this one.
So yeah, negative polys can be also discontinuous.
I know this is wrong, but I think that shape is right. No, that shape is not right. What? Oh, wait. Ah, that's so dumb. That's so dumb. Yeah, so for solving that one, I just put the shapes together in the right way and hoped for the best. Unfortunate. That doesn't actually work, so I have to do the long zigzag for parity. That one can, okay, the one on the right can be on its own, no problem. Can I do any weird cancellations? Not really. I can do this though. Alright. And that is pretty much Swamp. One little puzzle that Expert changes and makes slightly easier. And then it's up to the mountain. With all 11 lasers.
So yeah, the all laser is basically the category when you do all laser, like all 11 lasers that show up in the game. And to make this actually a category, you have to do the challenge. The challenge is the very important part for the vanilla game categories because it's actually random puzzles. But for expert, they are uncomparable easier than.
Yeah, it's a nice victory lap that definitely has never cost me 3 minutes at the end of a run of this before. That's definitely never happened. So, yeah.
So yeah, now we have the perspective puzzle where you have to stand in the right way to solve that.
I need to get this way. Which is very weird if that's true. No, I need to come through, I think. I don't know if I've ever had to come through like this. What's wrong? I'm not actually sure what was wrong with that. Guess this, yeah. And then the sneaky 11 laser box. This will turn on a puzzle at the bottom. At the very bottom of the mountain. And, well, this is the other part people are afraid of. This is the reason I didn't run expert for a long time. Not this puzzle, but everything below.
Yeah, we have it just continues here.
This is one of the easy parts too. Can I get a good look at that? 1, 3, 2. We got a zigzag. Okay, this one is definitely approachable from back here. Okay, here's the part everybody hates, or I should say the part I used to really, really hate and still don't really like very much. Nobody likes this part.
So basically you have some black squares that completely covers the screen. The grid. So you have to figure out what symbol is by what you see and what is flashing. For example, the first solution Runner's inputting is the checking if the shape is correct. If the shape is actually what he sees.
This one has a fun trick. A bunch of dots everywhere.
Yeah, from this angle you can't really see the dots.
Wait, that's another shape in the corner.
From very close you can see dots, but you can't see other pieces, and from far you can see everything except of dots. Now when
Yeah.
it gets a little weirder.
Yeah, remember this?
Now it's with stones, which is the area constraint. And
Oh no. There's a 1.
um
Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to do it from here.
now it's 90 degrees, but something is covered.
Put me through. This is always really annoying to get the right position for. Alright, so basically this first floor you have to do all 4 sets. The purple in the middle, the green on the side, the blue in the back, and then the orange, which I'm going to go make a path for now. And that will open up a door at the back. Is that good? No, that's very bad. However, I'm having a little trouble finding a way I can nicely see the other side. Cool. So now I've got a good line of sight on orange. Except this first one, which is fine. The first one's not hard.
So the green had some restriction with like what you see, and now the panels are actually have some changes. It's the same panel, but you see it differently.
Wait, how do I deal with that being an N? Yeah, I don't understand how to deal with that one being an N pentomino. I really don't. Can I just keep it like all separated? Actually, I can. Yeah. Okay. Not too bad. It's tricky to spot. These are both 3s. Okay.
You think that tilted panel is a problem? Here's the moving one. And if you think that was a problem...
Crap. Wait, no, the white stone's in a bad spot for that. Let's go this way? Yeah. And then you thought that was a problem. Have I got news for you? Wrong. Can I fix? Not from there. Okay. Pretty sure that's the best expert floor 1 anybody's ever played. 6.5 minutes. And if you thought that was bad, the game isn't done hating you yet. So I'm just going to take a screenshot, put it in Paint, and solve from my Paint screenshot.
So yeah, basically this the actual rainbow panels where colors are like, constantly
actually
changing colors, but yeah.
I'm gonna get a better screenshot. Like not pastel colors. Yeah. That's much easier to see. Game's not done hating you yet.
Remember Cheek House panels? They are about stars and triangles. And now they are in rainbow set.
That's all yellow is really annoying. Bit light. That's better though. Can't do that. Could do that. Can't really do anything else with that. This being like these both being yellow is really annoying for these stars at the top. This would have to go with this, and then that's not ever going to work. So it actually needs to go here, and then I'm cutting this off. So topologically, who the heck knows what's going on with this panel? I sure don't. Much better screenshot, because I need a really good one for this one, I think.
And if you take a screenshot in the right way, like you can see some frames where the colors are actually what they should be. It will make this panel easier.
Okay. The issue is on purple. Purple, a fixable issue? Not really. Yeah, purple's a problem no matter how I deal with this, isn't it? This one's not usually this hard. I'm just getting such wild luck here. That's what you want to see, right? Wild luck. This is the same color. Oh, that's it. That's crazy. This one is relatively tame. I say relatively because it's still an 6x6 star panel, and that can be pretty hard. Missed the screenshot timing there because I was trying to solve. Oops.
There's some frame that can be
like there. I got a good one.
Where colors are what they appear.
Alright, I see it. Yeah, game's almost done hating you. And hating your guts for attempting this.
Alright, the next set is actually you solving all panels in one time. Well... In vanilla game, they are starts in the same corner and goes like...
Oh, wait,
without any rotation, but... It's expert now.
Oh no. My start doesn't work anymore. I guess I can still go this way and it's fine. Yeah. Wow, that's one of the easiest I've ever seen this. Like, especially to draw.
So in order to get to next floor, you have to activate both of lines. Like both lines should be drawn, and for expert is quite challenging for the first time.
Alright, that is floor 2.
And time for
This is the reason a lot of people don't play expert.
time for meta puzzle. It's actually for a little easy puzzles here. And here's the problem. That's the grid. You have to put everything you solve there in one big symmetrical shape. And the shapes inside can be varied.
This is so stupid. I love that I get to do this. No, I don't? Oh, sorry, I did it wrong. I have to do it like this. You want to explain that one? That's like 2 things in 1.
Yeah, so I'll explain arrow logic first. The arrow is the arrow that pointing in direction shows how many intersection it have in line. So yeah, for diagonal 3 it means that in that diagonal should be 3. So what he did for meta puzzle is he covers in the top right shape he covers 2 shapes, so game thinks that it only have one, and for bottom left shape he make one solution to make the large grid works, and then undo the solution. So game thinks now that it's now 4x4 shape.
You cannot do that very often on expert, for what it's worth.
So yeah, for expert, intended solution always is combine all shapes together without that shenanigans. But this is also wallet solution. Okay, if you think arrow logic is hard, there's pillars. What pillar does is it can get to other sides, and you can't really see the other half of pillar.
I goofed back here. Actually, I double goofed. Now that I'm looking at it, I needed to do this.
We almost done this expert.
To be honest, though, especially Cry4, like the end of expert is pretty much, oh, you thought that was bad? Wait until you see. Like that is just kind of how it ends. Like it just is. I think this is right. Yeah.
And last expert puzzle. There is this challenge, is the actual requirements of category, just
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. All right. If I did this run a week ago, it would probably have been the record. Yeah, time's coming up in like 2-3 minutes. If you need me to do other stuff to fill time, there's plenty of other stuff in the game that I can show for expert. But until then, here's the challenge. You have 6 minutes and 40 seconds to do 14 puzzles. With the first one looking like that, I don't think this is going to be a problem. 04555. mythology here.
For the
Wait.
vanilla game,
Ooh.
this challenge appears to be hard because you have the actual time for 2 puzzles, and now you have like limited time for do them.
It's actually a hard symmetry puzzle. Yeah, you can tell that after Expert, this is kind of a joke. For those sets, only one of the 3 is possible. The path I drew earlier is my path through the maze. Plus, where the dots were are where the triangle puzzles here are. Let's see, it's here. We got fun symmetry. Is that valid? Yep. And time. Oops, so used to manually splitting, I didn't actually see my final time there. But it was like a 1:43. So yeah, that was
Alright, GG.
Expert All Lasers. Yeah, record for this is like a 1:40, like a high 1:40. So that is like 2 minutes off. You know, for a run this long and difficult, I will take.
Very nice run indeed.
Thanks for the opportunity to do it. Because the witness community is here. That's for you guys.
Alright, thank you so much for your run, and we'll go to